Okay, back in the arcade again, Digital Jazz Arcade, and I'm having an issue with my Star Wars. As you can see, I don't know if you can hear it. See if we can hear it. It's really, this way is fine. Going up and down, it's like something's grinding in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this thing up, and I've never seen inside one of these controllers before, but we're going to open it up and fix the issue. So I got lots of material on how to do that, so when I'm doing my homework and research and stuff, I'll just pause the camera and then I'll come back in and show you what I found. Okay, so here we go. We're going to figure out how to fix this together. Okay, so here's where I'm getting my research. It's from the manual, from the original manual, and I just have a copy of it here. So basically, it's telling us to be able to remove that control panel, you need a 3/8 inch combination wrench, blah blah. But what I found is somebody used a different type of bolt in mine, and mine actually has a 7/16 bolt. So you might need something else. So to get that off, it's on the opposite side of this. Those are the bolts you want to take out from the other side. The manual says to pull off the back panel of the machine and go up from behind, but you can do it from going through the coin door, and you can feel it. I can feel it up there with my hand, and so I'm just going to use a wrench through the coin door, and they'll be able to pull it off through that. So that's how you pull off the panel. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. Let me put this camera in position so I can do that. These bolts here are what you take off. I think I already said that. So I just reached up and this one came loose. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And as you can see, sorry, I'll show you these. There's a couple washers and one nut to it. Don't drop any of the washers or anything down in there, or else you'll have to go searching. Okay. And just so you know, this one goes in first, this one goes in second, then the nut. Alright, so that done, should be able to just pull this out. There it is. Here's the inside of it. It is a little dirty up and through here, so I'll clean all that up while I'm in there. So as you can see that this just unplugs right here. Come on. Just like that. Of course. And so let me take this down so I can show you what I'm looking at all the time here. You can see that this machine has had some weather. So anyway, here's what it looks like inside. So I'm just going to clean up all that crap just with Windex. But this is the problem here. So going back and forth is fine. It's actually going up and down is the problem. So probably have to take off those screws there and open that up. I might not even had to have gone into there, but I'm glad I did because now I can clean all that up. So how about I just clean that up, and then we will move on to pulling off that panel so we can look at the gears in there, because all these gears and these springs and everything like that are all fine. But while I'm here, I guess I could lube it. You're supposed to lube it on this right here. And that all looks good, but I'm going to clean all these gears up and lube it while I'm in here. I'm just going to clean this up real quick. I'm using Lysol. This is because this is what I got. I mean, it looks like there might be, there's rust and gunk in there. Who knows, mold maybe. We'll see. Doesn't matter. So I'm just using Lysol. You can use Simple Green or Windex or whatever you got. If this stuff doesn't work, then go to the next step up. Use Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean always does a really good job of cleaning these things up. So Mr. Clean pads. So let's go ahead and just clean it up. Try not to spray down inside and get your electronics wet. Yeah, it's coming off real easy. Good thing about these plastic bezels, they clean up easy. So if you want to clean up the rust, what you want to use is SOS pads, clean up all that, get all the rust off of there. And then a little bit of spray paint right there and there where the rust is to seal it. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take those off. One, two. Oh, come on, really? Don't strip on me. Two. And 3 and 4. Three. Last one. Just 4. Okay. Slide it right off there. Looks like there's some rust and grime. I'll clean all that up. Might be like spray from silicone spray or something. But let's take a look at this up close and personal. So What is sticking? Something in here is rubbing on something. So there's what it looks like inside. So I don't know what's sticking. Might need a flashlight. So looks like there's a new aluminum gear in there. That looks good. I am not sure what is sticking in here. So well, I'm not sure. I guess I'm going to have to take it all apart and put it back together again. Because this here feels like it has enough. I mean, it has a little bit of grease on it. Pretty sure that's not what's going on. It feels like something in here is just rubbing. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna take it apart. What the heck is that? Somebody wrote something on there or something. All right. So there you go. The inside of a Star Wars Yoke controller. There's a bunch of crap down in here too. I'm going to clean up. I have to take that off. And it's working fine this way. It's just this way, as you can hear. It's sticking like crazy. So the manual tells us how to do that. So in the manual, as you can see, it tells you how to take the bottom part down. But this is the part we're going to take apart and figure out what's going on. So to take apart, it probably tells you step-by-step instructions right there. Removing the handles. So you'll remove the handles and the flight controller, and then we will, it even tells us where to grease it properly, lubricating points. And as you can see, there's a couple lubricating points in here. There's one right here. Let me focus in on it a little better. One right there. And not seeing any other lubricate. Oh, there's one right there. You can see it? It's like Finding Waldo. These little oil cans is like Finding Waldo. It's crazy. Find the scroll. There's another one right there. So looks like 3 lubricating points. So the way I'm listening, it feels like this part right here, something is rubbing on that part right there, and this part right here. So when I take it apart, we're probably going to find some rubbing there, and that's why they tell you to lube it there, because it'll get sticky there. So let's figure it out, how to take it apart. I'm going to do some research and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my Star Wars potentiometer working. Remember, it was really, you know, stiff and grinding when I moved it inside out. So all I did was I put a drop of oil on this on the shaft and let it go work its way down in. I did a drop of one on each side. Let it work its way down in a little bit, and then I spun it around like so, just like so, and worked it in, and now my Star Wars is working fine. So I put it all back together for now, and everything's working. Let's go show you. Okay, so remember when I went like this, it was really stiff and it made lots of noise, grinding noise. Still not the best. So I am going to buy another potentiometer and put it in there, and I'll record that when I can. But as you can see, it moves really nice and easy now. So everything's going good. I'm playing one-handed, so, and looking through the screen. There we go. So I already lost R2 and died. So there we go. So anyway, everything's put back together, and when I get a new potentiometer in, which has to be a 5K ohm A and B type.